Okay, today I want to draw like you're inside of a box. You're inside of a room here, you're inside of a box. So the space works the same way as you did when you did the 20 boxes. You have an eye level in the picture here, which is an imaginary horizon line. But if you look out the window there, you can see the horizon in the distance there, but it's the same imaginary line that comes across here like this. So this is above your eye level, and this is down below your eye level. So what I want you to do to begin with is make some kind of a rectangle, not too big, but kind of in the middle of the page like that, where these lines are parallel to the top and the bottom of the page, and these lines are parallel to the sides of your page like that. Then I want you to put a dot somewhere in the middle. Doesn't have to be exact, but just anywhere in the middle of your rectangle like that. And this is the crucial part. Taking your straight edge, you have to line that dot up with the corner of the rectangle that you drew. Line it up with the corner of the rectangle that you drew, but don't draw right in here. Draw from the corner of the rectangle wherever it goes off the page. And I'll come to this corner here. I'll line up this corner with my vanishing point there, and then I'll draw wherever it goes off the page. If it hits the corner of your paper, that's just a coincidence. It has nothing to do with the corner of your paper. It has everything to do with the corner of your rectangle and the point here. Let's go down to this corner. Line it up with that, and wherever that goes off the page. Let's go to this corner here. Line that corner up with your point, line it up, and then draw from the corner wherever it goes off the page. And you're inside of a box, or you're inside of a room here. Here's the floor, two walls, and a ceiling. But I want to demonstrate what would happen if your eye level wasn't right up here at this line here. What if your eye level was down lower? Let's just see what happens. Somebody might want to try this. So here's your rectangle again. Instead of putting my point right there, I'm going to lower my horizon down like this, way down near the bottom of the rectangle like that. Let's see what happens when I line these points up. All right, I'll line up this corner here with the point, line that corner up with the point, draw wherever that goes off the page. And then I will line this corner here up with the point, draw where it goes off the page there. Let's come down to the corners down here. I'll line my point up with the corner there, line them up carefully. Once I get them lined up, draw wherever that goes off the page, and then over here the same thing, line it up. And what happens to your viewpoint? Now it looks like you're down on the ground like a cat. This is a cat's view, where your horizon line, your imaginary horizon line here, this is just an imaginary line, a horizontal line, a horizon line, or your eye level is going through that point all the way across your picture like that. It's an imaginary line. There's your eye level there like that. So let's go back to the one we did before. And here your eye level is much higher up, more in the center there like that. It's an imaginary line going across like that, an eye level. So now what I'd like you to do is we're going to put a couple of doorways in on this side over here like that. And what you got to do is take your straight edge and slide over to the side here, not all the way to the end, but pretty far over. But I'm going to get a vertical line that's parallel to the side of my page. I'll go from the floor line almost to the ceiling, but not quite. I'll stop before I'll get there. Then I'm going to turn my straight edge and line it up with the vanishing point. And I'm going to draw the top of the door like this, heading towards that point, but just going to go a little ways like that, okay? Then I need a new vertical line that comes back down to the floor. It's parallel to the other one. It's not slanting like that. It's not slanting. It's nice and straight up and down. Here it comes down to the floor like that. And you've got a doorway. It looks a little flat, but we'll make that look more interesting. If you want to create another doorway that's the same height as that, okay, I need to have a guideline going along the top of this door here, all the way down the wall. I line it up with the top of that door, and there's a guideline. I'll make a few dots going down like that, heading towards my point. Now I can put as many doors as I want to in there. Let's just put one more, but you can do as many as you want. So a little farther away, I'll slide my ruler over, and then I'll put a vertical line somewhere here that goes up to that guideline and stops. Then I'll follow along the guideline a little bit for the top of the doorway, but not as wide as this one because it's farther away. So I'll make this doorway a little skinnier, okay? and then I'll do another vertical line here. Comes back down to the floor like that. I've got two doorways, but they look a little flat. Let's make them look like like you can walk through the doorways here. So I'll take my eraser and I'll take this part out right here. And I'll take this part out right here at the bottom. It's that floor line there. I can take out my guidelines up there if I don't want them anymore. Okay. So I've got those two open doorways. Let's do something interesting with this doorway. Right here at that corner, I'm going to slide my ruler up and I'll get a nice horizontal line from that corner, and I'm just going to go to the right here until it bumps into the other side of the doorway. It looks like the floor. I could walk in that way. It's a little hallway here. You can put it up here at the top of this corner too, right there. And I'm going to draw from that to the right like that, and I've got a little opening that I could walk into. Let's do something a little different with this doorway here. Right at the bottom, at this corner here, same way I started right here, I'm going to do a little horizontal line, but very short this time. Very short like that. And up above it, at the corner right up above it, I'll do another very short horizontal line, but I want to make sure my ruler is nice and straight across the page. It's not leaning a little bit. I'll do a short line there like that. Then I can do another vertical line up to that corner. It gives me a new corner there, and I'll aim at my point. This is important here, that I'm aiming at the point here from that corner. I'll pull back this way, and I've got the top of the doorway here. There's only three kinds of lines I'm going to use in this. I'm going to use vertical lines, like that, like the side of your page. I'm going to use horizontal lines, like this and this. Your horizon line is a horizontal line. That little line is a horizontal line. And I'm going to use diagonal lines, but all diagonal lines. Anytime I use a diagonal line, guess where it's going to point? It's always going to point at my point right there. Now, if I look through that opening right there, and I can see into a room in there like that, you might make this wall look like the wall continues behind this wall, and you can see it inside the next room there. So if I line my ruler up with the bottom of the rectangle or the wall at the end of the room there, I've got that lined up with there, then I'm going to follow it over and just draw the bottom of the wall right there as it shows through the doorway, and it looks like you can see into the space inside there. When you get to this wall here, why don't you put a window in there, or you could put another door right there like this. I'll put a little door like this, coming up from the floor almost to the ceiling but not quite, coming up almost to the ceiling but not quite, and then I'll cross it like that with a horizontal line. That doesn't use the point. That's just like side A of the boxes you were drawing yesterday. It's facing you there. Let's come over to this side here. How about on this side, you do a great big picture window, or you could do another doorway, whatever you want here. But if I'm going to do a little big picture window, it's just like cutting a hole in the wall like this, except I'm not going to go all the way down to the floor. I'm going to start up near the ceiling, but not quite, and I'll draw a vertical line, but I'll stop before I get to the floor like that. So it's not touching the floor, it's not touching the ceiling like that. Then I'm going to have a window coming back this way, a nice big picture window. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to line it up where I stop my line there with my point, but I'm going to draw back this way a little ways like that. That's the bottom of the window. Let's do the top of the window. I'll put it on that edge. I'll line up my ruler with my point again here, and then I'll draw back this way. Now, I don't know, just because I stopped there and I stopped there, I don't know if those guys really line up together. Like if I was to connect them like this, that doesn't look too good. It's not parallel to the side of the page. So whenever I do that, what I'll do is I'll just cut off just a little bit. I'm just going to cut off a little bit like this, so because I can see that my ruler is going to be nice and parallel to the side of the page there like that. So that's where I'm going to cut off a line there, and then I'll take my eraser and erase away the tails like you did with the boxes yesterday. Okay, so there it looks like that could be a picture window. It could be a big flat screen TV. It could be a map on the wall. It could be a painting. Whatever you want it to be, you can turn it into that. If you want it to look like a window like this, so you see that you're looking through a window over here like that, you have to show the windowsill, and you've got to show, the thickness of the wall the same way you did it for the doorway over here. I'll show you how to do that. You come to this corner right there, that corner right there, and I'm going to slide my ruler up until it feels like it's right on the corner, but it's staying parallel to my horizon line, and I'll draw a short little line going that way. I'll come up to the corner right above it, up here at the top of the window, and I'll draw a short little horizontal line like that. Then I'm going to put a vertical line in here. It gives me a new corner to work with like that. I'll aim at the point now because now I'm doing a diagonal line. It's not a vertical or horizontal, it's a diagonal, and it's gonna go, it's heading towards my point there like that. Let's come to this corner over here. See where I'm pointing there. I'm gonna aim at it and I'm gonna draw the windowsill like that. Now it looks like you're looking out the window. If you could see outside, there might be a little horizon right here showing. You have your hills in the backgrounds like that, just like you did the other day. There's your little mountains in the distance like that. So you have your sky up here. Here's your little happy sky. Here's your full moon that was setting over the Adirondacks there when you look over Lake Champlain. This could be Lake Champlain or it could be a field, whatever you want. On the floor here, if you wanted to do big floorboards, watch how much fun this is. You line up with your point there. Here I am right next to the bottom of the doors there like that. I'll put that line back in going all the way down to the corner like that. Then, keeping it on my point, I'll swing this way a little ways like that. Nice big wide boards. Pull back this way. Keep it on your point right here. Keep it on the point. Keep it on the point. Keep turning it like the hand of a clock. And I'll draw another big board here. Keep going this way like that. Keep going that way. There's another one there. And I can do floorboards that are in perspective, just like that. Everybody's using that point there to give me that illusion of walking back into this, inside this box like that. Can somebody figure out how to do a skylight up on the ceiling? It's just another rectangle like this, except if you take this rectangle and draw it up on the ceiling, you still have to use your point there. If somebody would wanted to put a big trap door in the floor, you could do that as well. All right, so what I'd like you guys to do in here is create this box, okay? And then I'd like you to put inside the box, I'd like you to put a cylinder somewhere, a box somewhere, and a sphere somewhere. And on the floor, I'd like you to put a rug on the floor like that, okay? Without me showing you how to do it. See if you guys can figure that out.